Ooh, what's going on, guys? You got Don back again, and I'm going to be bringing you a UU Live. I made a really weird team that probably won't work, but I figured what the hell, I'm having a lot of boredom on the ladder a lot lately, and I just like seeing some new crazy stuff. So what I have today is Protect, Focus Sash, Knock Off, Crab Hammer, Aqua Jet, Crawdaunt, and this is going to be my lead, and I pretty much lead with it every time because I more often than not get at least one kill, and once I have something knocked out of the way, then I can just pick apart the team with the rest. Heracross is banded with Guts, Close Combat, Knockoff, Stone Edge, Megahorn. I'm still not, okay, I don't even have the right EVs on that, but I'm still not positive if I want to keep it Scarf or Band. As right now it's working as a really nice wall breaker, but I might want to make it Scarf just so I can revenge kill Aerodactyl, because our team is incredibly weak to Aerodactyl actually, now that I look at it. We've got Sub-Salac, Berry, Belly Drum, Poliwrath. So ideally once you set up a sub and you hit the Belly Drum, then you're at +1 speed, and then Waterfall and Brick Break just plow holes through teams there. We've got SD, Mega Sceptile with Leaf Blade, Earthquake, and Outrage, and that's actually a fun set. I haven't used it actually quite a while, so it's pretty cool to use that on the ladder. We have AV Tentacruel. I think I might change this set around a little bit though, because like I said, we are really weak to Aerodactyl. In fact, what I might do here is, instead of making Heliolith Expert Belt, I can make it Choice Scarf. Yeah, that might be a better idea. So I'll make that T-Bolt, Volt Switch, Surf, and Focus Blast. That looks good. Alternatively, I could do Hyper Voice, but I'll be walled by Steel, or not walled. It'll just be harder to deal Steel types. Ah, fuck it. Hyper Voice. There we go. All right, so let's use the team how this is, and let's see how it works out. We're really super weak to Grass and Electric, but I don't care. I like having fun. So let me change for my test account. We'll go back to Dom's game room, and let's find a battle. Hopefully I don't destroy my UU rating. Alright, so we got one. Definitely a threatening team. Mega Aerodactyl, the threat is there, like we mentioned. But again, what I'm gonna do is just lead Crawdaunt. I'm expecting him to probably lead. Okay, he leads me in Shao, so he's probably gonna fake out here, and I can't have that. So I'm gonna go into Heliolith. Hopefully he doesn't go for the high jump kick, as he is Scarfed, I'm assuming, because he went for U-turn, and he sends in Hydreigon. And what I can do here is, I want to Volt Switch, but I feel like he'd go into Crocodile predicting that, but he doesn't know if I'm Scarfed or not. So I'm gonna pull that Volt Switch into Tentacruel as he U-turns. I'm assuming he was Scarfed. That was Scarfed, and he baited that. So now he either gets up rocks, EQs, or pursuits me. What I want to do is go into Heracross here, because nothing on his team wants to take a Banded Close Combat at all. And we eat that Earthquake up, kind of, sort of, a bit. And I can also alternatively go Megahorn here, which I think might be a better play than Close Combat. Although it's a little bit, yeah, actually that's not a good play at all. Yeah, Sylveon does not want to take two of these, and we go ahead and get rid of Sylveon, I believe, because he doesn't have anything to switch in on this. And I guess he's gonna probably bring out Aerodactyl next. She goes me in Shao, which is not a bad play. I'm gonna go in the Tentacruel here, expecting him to probably Stone Edge or U-turn. He goes for the high jump kick, and that is banded as fuck. It actually might not even be, because Tentacruel is just really frail. Let me see, but I'm pretty sure that was banded. That did a lot of damage. I feel like I have to sack this now, so I'm just gonna fire off a Scald here. That's gonna go down, and I can just go into Crawdaunt, and I can protect on his high jump kick. And so miss that, he'll crash, and now he's within Aqua Jet range. And what I want to do is knock off, predicting the Suicune to come in, but me and Shell's too big of a threat to let it live. So yeah, I made the right play. Me and Chow's gonna go down. And our stash is still intact, and he'd have to get up rocks with Crocodile. So what I want to do here is get rid of this thing's scarf. So unfortunately he just goes for U-turn. Lola, please stop. Sorry about that. Lola literally likes to not ruin, but cause me to attend to her every time I try to record, because she's always attacking my other dog Mac, and just being a puppy. You know, puppies do what puppies do. So I don't know what he wants to come in here and take this knockoff. I'm assuming Speakoons is most likely switch, which is what I wanted to hit anyway and get some damage on. That did decent damage, I guess. Unfortunately, because this is alright, so he's just gonna calm mine there, and it's a 50-50 whether he goes. I feel like he has to go into I can just hyper voice, actually. It's a mid ground play, but I hit the surf and he clicked his move before, so I'm able to get rid of that. I don't know if that crit mattered, but it's definitely nice to be able to get rid of the Crocodile. So what I can do here is I guess attack Heracross, because Heracross isn't gonna outspeed anything else anyway. Oh crap, that was a bad play because that actually helped beat Suicune. We should be fine though. We should be fine. That didn't get to knock that thing's Alright, so here what I feel like he has to do is Draco. The question is, does that do more than 40% to me? I want a belly drum right here so badly. I feel like he would stand in Draco just to get damage, and then the Aerodactyl could clean up. Either that or he goes into Suicune, in which case I just... yeah. Alright, so he gets up the... I get up the belly drum, and I can just substitute here, unless he has Roar, which I really hope he doesn't. As he goes for Scald and gives me more health, and we are able to pull off this Poliwrath sweep. And it is beautiful, and it is nice. Look at those numbers. 1156 Poliwrath. I'm excited for this. Alright, so he's gonna forfeit there. We were actually able to set up with that, so that's pretty nice. Hey Lola. So let's go ahead and find another battle. See what kind of time we're working with. We're at 7 minutes, so not bad. I don't know where we are on the ladder. I know we're not too low. So that's a neat team. Sableye is going to be annoying, as it always is, especially since it's switching to Heracross's close combat. But what I think I'm going to end up doing is what do we lead with? I can set up with Poliwrath on Vaporeon anytime I want. So what I think I'm going to do is lead Crawdaunt still. As he leads Sableye, which it's unfortunate, but I think Crab Hammer, even if I'm burnt, plus Aqua Jet, or even 2 Crab Hammers period, should be able to take him out. He might go into Vaporeon here, but that would be fine with me, honestly. He can just recover stall here, unfortunately, so what I'm going to do here is go into Heracross and get burnt, because what that does is give me Guts boost plus the ban, and the banded damage or Guts damage regardless will go off of the crap, I just wasted my Crawdaunt. But we should be able to take Sableye as long as we hit, yeah. So the banded and Guts damage, those are outside multipliers besides like being +1 or +2 or whatever. So that's pretty nice because it'll double. Oh, actually, never mind. I guess it just straight up doubled my attack. Regardless, though, we're at +2 every time we come in now. Like I said, we are very weak to Aerodactyl. We don't have a switch into it, which I really need to add to the team. I think Crawdaunt might have to go, but Crawdaunt is actually my revenge killer on Aerodactyl, though, so that's a problem. Let's see. I think I want to just go Tentacruel here. It looks like it's putting in the least amount of work. So he's gonna Aerial Ace, and that's gonna do a shit ton to us. Maybe I should make this defensive, but I like that speed on there. And I can just go into Heliolisk here and click Surf. because that way, unless he goes Shaman, I guess. If he goes Nidoqueen to try to get that, then I get damage off on that. And what I'm gonna do is just, well, I feel like he wouldn't stay in again. I feel like he would go Shaman here, expecting that. What I'm gonna do is go back into Heracross. So he goes into Vaporeon, so even better. Can get some big damage off. I'll just fire off a close combat here. Although in hindsight, yeah, I'm actually gonna let this go down somehow or another. I don't know how, but this is my way to set up on Poliwrath. So I guess I can just save that for next time. I guess like Nidoqueen or something is in, or maybe he's like not max speed Shaman for whatever reason, and I can sub up here. The only problem is still Aerodactyl. But if he, yeah, he can't touch me. So I belly drum here, and he has to break my sub. So something is pretty much dying here. Brick Break might not kill Vaporeon because Vaporeon is very fat. I'm not positive. Nope, it takes it out. So ideally, he would choke and go Aerodactyl here, knowing he can break my sub, but then I can waterfall him and knock him out. But if he's a good player, and I'm pretty sure I'm not too low on the ladder, so he'd probably go Conkeldurr here, Mach Punch to break my sub, sack that, go into Aerodactyl, and then it would just be mind games with Heliolisk at that point. And he could even bring in Shaman on it. So he decides to go Shaman for some reason. He could be a bulky set. I'm just gonna go ahead and break this. And Shaman's gonna go down. So that's one less. So yeah, now basically the game's gonna be decided. If he goes Conkeldurr here to break my sub, the game will be decided on Heliolisk mind game. So he goes Conk here, and I can just waterfall. As he breaks my sub. We should only be hitting like 390 something speed, I believe. Yeah, 393. So we don't even outspeed Jolteon, unfortunately. But it's still a cool set. I really wish you got Aqua Jet. That'd be awesome. I think I outspeed Nidoking with this still. So let's see. I'll just waterfall. She's gonna take me out, and I can go Crawdaunt here and get off an Aqua Jet, which will do really nice damage to the point where I can just, oh, I just clicked Surf with Heliolisk now, actually. I don't think Surf outcoded it before, but after this Aqua Jet, it'll definitely be in range of a Surf from Heliolisk. This Heliolisk has base 109 special attack, that's not bad at all. So it only does 39 damage, or 39% unfortunately. So he goes for Earthquake. I guess he wouldn't, Stone Edge is the only thing that really could have taken me out, and I don't even know if that would have taken me out. And Aerial Ace is going to pick up that kill on Crawdaunt, but now I can just bring in Heliolisk, and I can click Surf twice and win. So the team is actually working out somehow. I was very skeptical when I built it, and I was thinking, I just love Crawdaunt, that's one of my favorite mons. Poliwrath, I've always loved that thing. I actually never really get opportunities to use it, just because, I know, it's got a weird stat spread. It's good, it's bulky, but I just wish it had a little bit better move pool physically, and had a little bit better offenses. That's a mon that needs a mega right there. So I'm liking that. I don't know where we are on the ladder because it hasn't updated yet, but I personally don't care. I'm just gonna keep grabbing battles. I believe last time I played I was in like 1350 1400 area, because I'd done a lot of testing with the teams and brought my points down. That's why I started going on other accounts to test my teams. The only problem with that is I have to ladder up to where I am on this account, so it's like I have 2 accounts to play with before I'm like getting competitive battles. But honestly, the greatest thing about using teams like this is the higher you get, the more either the teams will be completely like out there, or they'll be kind of standardized, so it makes it a lot easier to play with. So this team is actually pretty interesting. If I can keep rocks away, not letting Donphan get rocks up, then I actually have a really nice I have really nice. I'm gonna leave Poliwrath actually. Actually, no, maybe I should keep that in the back. No, I'd rather plow holes through this team because this is a very offensive team. I'm not even gonna bother with actually, yeah, I'm gonna sub up here. Hopefully he doesn't EQ. I'm gonna waterfall here. So I guess actually subbing was a waste. But what this does is Poliwrath isn't gonna sweep here. So he goes Porygon 2. I can belly drum here and get rid of this fat piece of crap very early, so that's really beautiful. I really would have liked the Donphan to leave because I really don't like rocks on my team. It makes winning this game a little bit harder. Because now Entei just comes back in the E-speeds, but I do get a kill with Poliwrath, so that's awesome. I get Porygon 2 out of the way. So actually what I'm going to end up doing is killing Donphan, so it's not bad at all. And I'll just break again. It actually is probably smarter that I did set up with Poliwrath early, because if Sceptile Mega Evolved, then I would have been kind of hopeless against that. And now Tentacruel can come in on, not really Entei, but Sceptile definitely, and I can spin away whenever I want. I'm just gonna go ahead and let this go down. I can't really set up with it again. It's a one and done pretty much. So he's gonna E-speed there. The problem is I don't really have a good answer for E-speed, although I'm assuming it's gonna be banded because they normally are. So I'm still gonna just bring in Tentacruel and spin away these hazards. He is indeed banded. I really didn't want this to have to go down. I don't like having this little bulk. Yeah, I'm just gonna fire off a Scald. I mean, best case scenario, he switches out into something else. I guess Porygon, but yeah. The bright side now is though I can just bring out Heracross at full health, and I can just click Stone Edge. Even Yanmega doesn't want to take this, so I'm just gonna click Close Combat. So he goes Yanmega. Okay, Yanmega took that way too well, and I guess he's gonna go for Air Slash probably, or Protect. He doesn't even have to go for Protect. He can just go right for Air Slash, and if he specs Tinted Lens, I'm in trouble, because I'm pretty sure that will take out Heliolisk. Yeah, the crit might not have even mattered, honestly. But what I can do, oh my gosh, yeah, I just lose the Yanmega actually. Uh-oh. I guess I can click Outrage, that's about all I can do. That doesn't take out Yanmega. Yanmega is really bulky, and I always underestimate that. So we're gonna lose this one because we really need an Entei counter. Tentacruel is it gets off spins against special mons, but it is really hard to like deal with physical wall breakers on this team. So I guess I have to Crab Hammer Knockoff does one in both of those because it's quad resist to the water. So I'm gonna go down to my Sash, lose that special attack, and I can just Aqua Jet, I guess. So he goes for Energy Ball, and I guess I just click Mega Horn now, or yeah, I'm gonna lose anyway. At least we get rid of that Porygon. So I'm gonna change Tentacruel into something else. I feel like I don't know what a good spinner in its place was. Perhaps I could use a Defogger. In fact, Flygon. No. Well, actually, yeah, Flygon can take Sacred Fires, but it can't take E-speeds very well. So that's gonna be GG. I could run Mandibuzz or something like that, I guess, but that makes me even more weak to Electric. Let's see. Crobat. Crobat's fast, but it's not taking anything from Entei, even if I make it bulky. Gligar could work. Yeah, I guess Gligar actually does work, and it gives me rocks. Yeah, Gligar's actually probably a lot better there. Stealth Rock, Defog, Earthquake, and U-turn. Throw on the Eviolite. And I'd rather make it Spadef and Impish. Alright, so we lost that battle. We are at 1443, so we're almost to 1500 actually. Sorry, Lola keeps popping up in different places around my room. What you doing? Alright, so we got one. Gardevoir. Hello. Gardevoir, Nidoking, Rotom, Aggron first. So he's got a lot of 2 steel types. His team doesn't like fire types at all. What I'm gonna actually do is, I think once again just lead Showdown, because I feel like he'd lead Fortress to get her procs, and like he doesn't have anything to lose by that. Either that or Rotom, because you can just volt switch on my team. So Crab Hammer or not. Knockoff is safer. Here are the lefties. He gets up spikes. Crab Hammer here. And that'll hit Aggron pretty hard. Bring him down to there, and I'll just click knockoff again. Don't know why I switch into Aggron. It's not really a switch into Showdown. Click knockoff on the Gyarados, and that does a clean 53% knock off that Lumberry. And I can knock him off again and put him in range of Aqua Jet, I believe. As he tries to set up on me, and I still have my stash, so I'm looking really good here. And I'm just gonna Aqua Jet here. I'm not sure if that'll kill. It does, which is awesome. So he goes in a Rotom Heat, and what I'm gonna do is Aqua Jet here, just to get damage off on that. So that would be a 2-hit KO. He volt switches, and Showdown has single-handedly picked apart, like done a lot of damage to his team. I'm liking that. Just to go back in the Fortress, and I'll just Crab Hammer again. Hopefully I don't miss. So volt switch there, and now it's looking good for you, boy. It is looking good. He sends out his Rotom, and I will send out my Gligar, I believe, and just get up rocks. Well, actually, no. Let me defog first, then get up rocks. So he tricks me, which is honestly fine, because I'm just gonna well, he has to overheat or just hard switch. I don't think I'm gonna die to an overheat from here. No, I'm dry skin. I would actually. I'm gonna go Heliolisk. I still feel like that's my best play. I lost a little bit of momentum there. I keep forgetting that Rotom Heat with Trick is actually kind of common, because I don't see too many choice Rotom washes in OU, which is what I guess I play a little bit more than UU. I don't know that Surf will kill. What I can do is, because I speed tie with Heracross, I don't have Earthquake on this though. Do I need this? I'm just gonna Surf. It does not take him out, and he Sludge Waves and takes me out. And then I can go into Sceptile here and get off my Mega and hit him up with a Earthquake question mark, because he's not expecting me to be physical. He still probably thinks I'm like mixed Sceptile or something right now. I assume he'll just go into Fortress, although that'd be a questionable play if he does think I'm mixed. So he's gonna chase Lightning Rod. I'm assuming he's Scarfed, and what I can just do here is go into Gligar. Unfortunately, Scarf Gardevoir will just clean up with Moonblast if Gligar goes down, which it looks like it's going to. I really wish I could knock that off. I'll just click EQ here, I guess. Take out Nidoking. That Moonblast did way too much. And what I can do here is go Poliwrath and then sub up, and I'll probably still not outspeed Gardevoir at that point, and he can break my sub with Volt Switch if he wants, but I have to make the play. Yes, he does break my sub with Volt Switch, and we are going to lose to Gardevoir. What I should have done is Belly Drum there. Shit. I did not realize how very weak my team was too. So I pretty much have to get this Earthquake off. Actually, I can just U-turn and a hair cross, I guess. As it decided to keep Earthquake, but that's fine, I guess. Let's see, Spikes, Volt Switch. If I can get an SD up with Sceptile, then I can win. But I'm not gonna want to take that Gyro Ball at all. In fact, I might just drop to a Gyro Ball. Nope, I actually took that really well. Sweet. Now I can just EQ. And I can't click Outrage on Rotom, unfortunately. Leaf Blade kill. I really doubt it. I really doubt it. Hold on. Let's calc it. Let's see. Sceptile. Sword Stance. And Rotom Heat. Rotom G. So let's say he was max special attack, max speed. Let's see it, +2. Yep, Leaf Blade can kill if he is offensive. And it does, sweet. So if he was just standard max, then that was not a roll. That was always gonna kill. And I'm pretty sure Scarf Gardevoir cannot outspeed cannot outspeed Mega Sceptile. So I should be able to kill him with a stab Leaf Blade at +2, I believe. Yep, and we win. That is GG. When SD Sceptile actually came through it, we would have lost if that was a normal Sceptile. So let's see what time we're at. We're at 27-13. Let's grab one last battle. Hopefully we can end it on a win. Lola, what are you doing? I see you up to no good. You're not slick. Make sure we're not lagging. We're not lagging. It's a good girl. Just finding a battle. I really like this team though. I definitely wouldn't say it's competitive so much as it's just fun. It's working out for me, but I would by no means bring this into a tournament match or anything like that. I think the reason it works is because people aren't expecting. I guess Sash Crowdon is a thing, but like you're not really expecting it. Banded Heracross is a thing. You don't really see the sub Salak Poliwrath too much, or SD Sceptile very much. And I guess the Scarf Helios can also be kind of a surprise. So again, once again, my boy Crawdon can just lead off here and start blowing holes in this guy's team. I see he leads with Blissey, which is like the worst thing for him to lead with. I guess Knockoff is my best play because he'll probably go into Suicune. He decides to stay in. He T-Waves me. That should be fine as long as we don't get Alright, so he gets up rocks. We break through Paralysis. I feel like he just going to Suicune here. He goes into Machamp. So I have to break through a Dynamic Punch plus Para. So that's not looking good for me. Or do I Aqua Jet to just get damage off on this? No, I'll roll the dice. Come on, Crawdon, come through, come through. Fuck. That's why I hate Thunder Wave. It is so stupid, man. We should outspeed Machamp, and I can just defog these hazards away. Start the timer on this man. We actually might not be able to pull this one through, boys. So defog that, and I can just U-turn. Actually, do I want to get up rocks first? No, I'm just gonna U-turn. Rocks don't even help me that much. I mean, they punish. They break sturdy on Aggron. I guess that's pretty much it for what it does. Helios card wall Suicune, and he doesn't have anything for a Thunderbolt bar. I guess Hydreigon. I'm just gonna Thunderbolt though. Actually, yeah, he goes Aggron. Aggron does not really want to take that. And what I'm gonna do is go directly into Gligar. And then I can get up my rocks for fairly free, and then I can just Earthquake. And if he sends out Espeon, then I'll just defog and U-turn out. So he's gonna rest up. I'm gonna get rocks up. I'm assuming he's Sleep Talk. So he sends out Hydreigon, and I can just U-turn. I guess he thought I was gonna Earthquake there. Yeah, this definitely has to be our last match. Hopefully it doesn't go on for too terribly long. I like to keep my lives around 30 minutes, 25-30 minutes, just so it's like no one wants to sit there and watch Pokemon for that long. I know from first-hand experience. Does this have Roost? Nope. So since he Dark Pulsed and I didn't see Life Orb, I'm assuming he's either Expert Belt or choiced in some way. I'm gonna go into Poliwrath. I'm really assuming he's gonna be like Choice Scarfed or something because his team is not. Yeah, it's actually pretty slow. So what I'm gonna do is sub up. So he goes into Suicune and he falls right for the bait. And Poliwrath should be able to make the cover and pull through if we were able to get this belly drum off. Hopefully he doesn't have Roar. That would be unfortunate. He does have Roar. That is really aggravating. I should have gone for belly drum in the first place. So he's gonna Roar again into Gligar, and I can just U-turn here. Right back into Heliolisk. She's going to fall asleep, and then I can just Thunderbolt again twice. And Heliolisk is looking good. Unfortunately, we weren't able to pull out that Poliwrath sweep because he was Roar Suicune, but Roar Suicune is a lot easier to deal with than Crocoon. My team can handle Crocoon fairly easily. It's just a matter of damn, that did nothing. He never burned any of his rest turns though, so I can just do this away. He might have Sleep Talk as long as he doesn't get like Earthquake, so he gets Curse. So it's looking pretty good, and I can just drop another T-Bolt and take out Aggron. That makes Sceptile's time a lot easier. I really need that Hydreigon to go away, and that will be able to make it so Sceptile can clean up. So he sends out Espeon, and here I want to just sack Poliwrath, I guess. He might be screens, which will suck, but I can't risk Heliolisk going down because it's one of my win cons here. So I sack Poliwrath to the Psychic, and I can just send out Gligar, I guess, and get off a U-turn. So that's perfect, and then this is as good a time as any to bring out Sceptile. I don't know if that was... Do people run? Because he's not leftovers. Is he Specs? I'm not sure. I'll just Leaf Blade here, I guess. And then he'll bring in Hydreigon, I guess, to revenge kill me. In which case I'll just sack Gligar, I believe. Because he has to Draco Meteor if he wants to kill me. So I'll just sack Gligar here. He might go for a U-turn, which would be a really good play on his part. He goes for Fire Blast, so I don't know. I don't know what he was thinking with that play. I guess he did that so I can't just bring in Heracross and get the because Fire Blast will probably actually roast Heliolisk because it's dry skin and he has like no bulk. Well, actually 225 is not bad. I'd rather, yeah, because I can still win safely with Heliolisk even with Hydreigon on the field. I mean, Machamp there. So I'm just gonna Outrage here. Yeah, he's Scarf Fire Blast. We can take that easily. I'll knock him out with Outrage. And then this Outrage will, if he goes Machamp, Outrage will do a nice big chunk to Machamp and make it so Heliolisk has an easier time winning. If he goes into Suicune, then I believe he still has 2 turns of rest left that he has to deal with. I just need to make sure I play this end game right. But because he's not Crocoon, he kind of just sits there and scalds, and he can't touch Heliolisk with Crocoon. All he can do is Roar. So ideally for me, what happens is He'll stay asleep. Obviously he has to stay asleep. Does he have sleep talk? Yeah, he gets a scald. It's just gonna, he gets a burn and the 3-turn outrage, unfortunately. So that sucks. So Sceptile is gonna probably go down in the next turn. He might wake up and just roar, which would be a good play on his part. Yeah, alright. So yeah, we get facing the Heliolisk, and even if we got facing the Heracross, we've banned close combat to come through. So I believe that will be GG. Knock that out, and then Machamp is the last guy left. And what I'm gonna do is just go for the Thunderbolt and make sure close combat will kill it. No reason to switch out because Dynamic Punch plays around with hacks and whatnot. So Dynamic Punch will take me clean out, and Machamp is not. I guess that was AV most likely because Machamp's not the best, doesn't have the best SpDef. So I believe close combat should be able to just come through and knock Machamp out. So that will be GG. And at that point, it's going to be the end of the live. We are at 36:07. I really like this team. I really like this team a lot. It was fun to use. We are actually able to pull out wins, and we're almost to the 1500, so it's usable. Again, I feel like a lot of its success comes on people not expecting the sets that I have on it. It's very weak to Fairy and Electric, like I said, but adding Gligar actually helped that team out a lot. I might take Protect off of Crawdaunt and just add SD, which is probably the best. I don't even think I used Protect once besides Scouting, so I'm just gonna add do I want SD or do I want Crab Hammer? I mean Dragon Dance. I'm actually gonna go Dragon Dance because you never know. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the live. I'm gonna edit the team and I'll probably tweak it a little bit to where it works a little bit better and more consistently on the ladder. I had a lot of fun building. I hope you guys liked watching it. If you guys want the team, just message me in the comments or whatever, and I can post a paste spin or something like that. Anyway, I'm gonna be bulk recording today, so there should be a lot of lives coming out to you guys soon. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe if you liked it, and